Hello, I'm Toby Brown. This is not a game show. This is Sidemen Silent Library. Ethan was ill today, so replacing him we have Randolph. And then we've got our regulars, the boys from the Sidemen. Vic has better knowledge of this place than any COD map he's ever played. Josh rivals most of the publications in here in age. Simon has a sore throat but looks more ashamed than anything. Just saying. Harry told us he's here to put his head down and secure the bag. And finally we have JJ, who's probably as clueless in here as he looks. 6 friends, 1 team, playing for thousands of dollars in cash. The players draw cards, and the one who draws the skull and crossbones must endure an unusual punishment. Now, if they complete the challenge, then the team wins money. But if they fail, or their teammates make too much noise, then they can kiss that goodbye. And they have to do a shot each. Round 1. Each challenge is worth $500. Begin. Wait. Simon has drawn the skull and crossbones, therefore he must endure the first punishment. The player must receive a 2-finger neck slap from each of their teammates. If they receive their punishment silently, then they pass the challenge. If not, that failed challenge means no prize money won and shots for the gang. Well, until that point, you... What the fuck, bro? It was so good! We were so good! Man. No. Until that point, you had passed.
What's that? No, bro, the way Mama just went... BANG!
That failed challenge means no prize money won and shots for the gang.
Why are you taking?
Harry has drawn the skull and crossbones, therefore he must endure the challenge. No snakes? That's far from what this challenge is. The player must lie still and silently whilst a snake is placed on them and allowed to roam free for 20 seconds. Remember, silence is key.
Oh, Jesus, Lord have mercy. Oh, my God.
Do you want to guess?
Yeah, it's a big fucking snake, isn't it?
I don't know. See. Down.
Congratulations, Harry. You passed that challenge.
Bro, it went round my fucking...
Brave Boggo silently suffered the snake slithering. Alliteration. That's $500 in the bank for the boys. Bring on the next challenge. This time, two players, JJ and Harry, have drawn the skull and crossbones. Therefore, they both must participate in this next challenge. History repeats itself. OG Sidemen fans will know that we've seen this one before. It's KSI versus Road to Shore in a sumo fight. The players must battle it out on the mat, and the first player to remove their opponent from the mat will win the challenge. The winner secures prize money for the team, whilst the loser must still do shots. However, if too much noise is made, everybody loses.
First one off the mat. We are off the mat.
JJ comes out on top at the end of this one, securing the money for the team. Harry, it's shots for you, my guy. Ten out of tennis. The player must endure 10 tennis balls launched at their backside whilst they face the wall. But they must do it in silence. I'm here, so be careful. If you hit me, it's a fail. I'm gonna protect it.
It's worth it.
That one was quite nice.
You failed the challenge.
What? You made so low. Nah, it wasn't. It was real. Who was the last one? I don't know. We all felt like throwing it.
Yeah.
You go again if you want.
Jesus Christ.
Another failed challenge means yet another round of shots for the boys. At this point, I can't tell if they're alcoholics or just incompetent. Actually, now that I've said that out loud, it might actually be both. Okay, go.
Fine. What the fuck? What shot did you do? Shh. That was the most disgusting. That was foul. Sorry, I'm sweating. It's okay. Thank you. I like it. Do you want to lick it off?
You like a reshuffle?
Yes.
No, we're good.
Round 2. Each challenge is worth $750. Begin.
Which you a bad one.
Gimpsuit. We're about to put the R in Vicstar, as he must endure 5 full-powered paddles to the arse from a special guest in a Gimpsuit. Silence must not be broken. Whoa, after a display like that, there's no doubt in my mind that Vic's missus will be requesting to turn things up in the bedroom. He successfully completes the challenge, winning the cash money for his team. That's my guy, you know. Tickle torture. I shouldn't need to explain this one, but I will anyway. The player must endure 60 seconds of tickle torture in silence. Their teammates will be the ones pinning them down and delivering the punishment. But how badly do they want to see their teammate lose?
Oh, you like it, don't you? You dirty bitch. What do you mean?
What the fuck?
He held that so well.
Like, you just like, oh yeah, you like that, JJ?
Man, just start talking. You like that, you dirty bitch.
Can we get Ethan back?
That's like your last one.
How do you find that?
How? Bro, I just,
Yeah, fair play,
in my
man.
mind, I was like, I'm not ticklish, I'm not ticklish.
Legacy.
Well, yeah,
Legacy.
I was getting rough though, because I was like, it's not working, man. It's like digging in.
My punch is fire.
A valiant attempt from JJ or KSI. But in the end, Randolph's dirty talk was just a little bit too much for him to handle. Another failed challenge and another round of shots. Return belt. The player must wear a belt with tennis balls elastically attached. Their teammates will take it in turns to extend and release the tennis balls and inflict as much pain and damage on the player as possible. Once again, this pain must be endured silently.
Vic, you passed the challenge. I'm sorry, Harry ruined it for you at the end.
I didn't like that.
Another valiant effort from Vic, but this time he's let down by his teammate Harry, and there's shots for the gang again. Nah, genuinely, I'm just convinced they love drinking now. Like, they don't even want the money.
Round 3. Each challenge is now worth $1,000. Begin.
Please. You can.
Shock factor. In this challenge, there's 2 participants. The first player must complete an electric maze whilst being shocked to put them off. Each time they make contact with the maze, it will send an electric shock to the collar on their teammate's neck. Harry's life is in Simon's hands here, but can they both maintain silence whilst enduring this challenge?
I can't do it, he threw it off. Oh man, they ain't gonna see that either. They ain't gonna see that fucking face that we just seen.
That is insane.
Do I need to announce the result or
Yeah.
shots?
I think we lost.
Shots, anyone?
Yeah.
Shots.
A shambles of a performance means no more cash money, and once again, it's shots for the motherfucking gang. I'm getting tired of saying this. Can we just use the old voice clips, please?
That was amazing.
It's like some kind of dance you're doing. It's like the rain dance.
Sweetness.
drag along. The two participants are attached to each other by belts and elastic. On the count of 3, they must get up and run away from each other as fast and as hard as they can. The first player to drop the other participant secures the money for the team, whilst the loser does more shots.
Oh my god!
Bro.
Wow!
You hear that?
Bro, that's a whip right oh.
You know what? I think that's better than it could have gone, to be honest.
Oh my god! Yo.
That was mad.
I just stood firm.
Yeah, you smashed it, to be fair.
Yeah, you both. You said, all right, it's my weight now.
Josh playing 4D chess.
So that was nuts. That was wild.
I didn't hear. All I heard is I just heard it. That's why I did.
That was the quickest I've ever seen in my life.
Yo!
Oh shit!
Metal on the end as well.
Shit!
Jeez.
Look at that shit.
Oh yeah.
Fuck me, that looked painful. But pain is only part of the reason we're here. The main reason is for silence, and they failed again, and it's more shots. If this was on a night out, then these guys would be heroes. But it's not, so they stink.
Oh my god. You bitch. You bitch. I thought I got away with that.
But you know he looked at his card. Yeah. he went like this, he went.
I saw his reaction.
Scumbag.
Oh my god.
Oh, lad. Oh. 12 mango.
Low blow. A punishment for everyone. Each player must receive a ball tap from our special guest. But can they firm his fists of fury in silence?
Is that it?
Oh my god, Bob. Are you serious, man? What's
The boys just about survived that one. So we'll give them the $1,000 and call it a day. Their total winnings for the day, $2,750. But I guess the real winner was my man who got paid to spank and nutshot complete strangers.
Sidemen, Silent Library.